Hi everybody, it's Michelle, and today I want to talk about my One Book July update. So I have been in this traveler's notebook for the month of July every day, which surprises me because I haven't switched out. I have been so tempted to stick my Hobonichi Weeks back in here, which was my go big or go home concept, was to stop actually using my Hobonichi Weeks because it throws a wrench in my whole planning system. So I wanted to use standard size inserts and just stick with that. So I have been very, very tempted, but I have not done it. So I kind of have switched things up a little bit though, and I did get very tempted by my bullet journal, and I was in here for a few days, but I am back out of it. But I love having a book like this. It's just not practical for me to carry around. I mean, I can carry the book around, no problem, but I like having my wallet and everything together in the traveler's notebook. And if I'm just keeping notes on certain things, you know, doing daily notes and that type of thing, I can do that just as easily in here as I can in a book. So, I don't know, later I may go back and finish off this book. I still have about that many pages left. I might do that. So, I have I just put this clip on here to kind of hang on my pens up there. I have my Daisy Dory insert in here. And I did show a setup before of how I have it in here. It's going to change totally for August. So I was doing timetable like this here, and my daily notes, you know, back here in this section here, and some art journaling. I'm not finished with my art journaling. You see, I have pictures printed out ready to go that I need to finish up all that, and keeping some work notes here. And I had Instagram challenges here that I was working on for the month. Extra things tucked in back here. I love this Daisy Dory insert. And the one for August, I'll give you a quick look at that also. It's so beautiful also. And I am really looking forward to September because we got sneak peeks of that. So I am so glad that I signed up for the subscription. For August, I did also get a personal size book, which I really don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I do have the standard size Daisy Dory inserts, and this is just the best fit, the best option for me right now. I had made these dashboards, I could just carry things around with me, and this was with the papers that came with the July kit. I am not sure if I'm going to make a new one for August because I think it can kind of sort of match for the month, and I really don't want to make a new one right now. So this will be done, and I will do a whole flip through when I'm finished with all the art journaling, and show the flip through and the setup of the new book in a separate video. So this, I tried to use it as a planner at the beginning of the month, and that just really didn't work out. So I'm just basically journaling in here and kind of keeping notes on what I did throughout the day instead of planning what needs to be done. So on this back insert, let me take my mail out of there, which is another reason why I like this standard size, is because I can put letters and stuff in here and it fits perfect. So the back insert, I have some but card holders, the slot, the one with the pouch here, and there's cards here and a slot here. What I've done is I stuck in one of the little weekly booklets from the Hobonichi Weeks, and I drew out kind of a weekly table the way that I had it set up in my Hobonichi, in case I need to actually do some forward planning or plan out the days the way that I'm used to seeing them in my mind, or the way I had it set up in my Hobonichi Weeks. That's right here if I want to have that there. This book is just for notes and such, you know, if I need to scribble a note down and I don't have something else near me where I can keep the notes in, that's what this is for. All of that. This goes with me everywhere because I do have all of my wallet contents. All of my cards are here in these folders, and you can't even tell because they're totally covered up by the picture, so you would never know that I'm carrying around all my debit cards and everything with me. So it goes with me everywhere, and I love it. I really, really do. I replaced the elastic on here because it had like a leather band that went over here, and I was trying to cut the leather band off and I accidentally snipped through the elastic, so I had to put new elastic on there. So this is in my purse with me everywhere. And it's basically my journal. I don't have planning in here. I've been doing all of my planning on my iPad. And I will briefly show you this. I just did a tutorial video on how I am using it. Not use Siri. So I'm gonna go to my planner. I'm gonna go to my planner that I am using. And I use GoodNotes. And I use my awesome planner in GoodNotes. This is my planner right here. This is what I use. This is available in my shop. The blue one is available in the Poochie Baby shop, and I have other colors available in the brand new shop that I just reopened and renamed, which is Everyday Awesome TV. So it all matches with the channel. Everything matches: the blog, the channel, the Etsy shop. So if you're familiar with GoodNotes, you'll see here the planner starts out here, and I have months. Like this was May, I had in there. And I have my weeks. The weeks look like this. Let me show you briefly. This was last week. I didn't finish filling it out. But this is this week. This is kind of how I have it set up. And it's kind of Erin Condren style. And then I do bullet journaling style here. So I keep my daily notes all here. Every day I write out what I need to do on my daily notes, and I just briefly write in what I need. Let's see. Here we go. Let me show you this. This is my timetable, and these are just pages that I've added to it because I have different versions of the planner, either the vertical timed, the vertical, or the horizontal. And I just kind of Frankenstein my planners together so that I can use them and be able to demonstrate them. But I go back during the day and I write in everything that I'm doing, and I color code it so that I know how much time I'm spending doing what I need to be doing throughout the day. And so in the back, behind the tabs, what I do is I keep notes for different things. Let's see, tab 1 I have for my shops and design. Tab 2 is for blogs and social, where I keep notes just like on any webinars and that type of thing, blog information that I need to keep track of. Tab 3 I have reading and research, where I keep a lot of book notes that I take. And I'll just keep this next to me like when I'm reading a book, and I'll jot the notes down. Tab 4 is home and family. And if you're wondering about these are printables I have in the shop that I just add to my planner. Behind this tab is where I'm keeping like my budget. I'm just showing you a blank one so you don't see, like I have bills, income for each month. And I can keep notes on money issues or whatever right here in this section. Tab 5 is my me section, and I do my morning pages there, and I'm not going to show you guys that. But the last tab I also have, it's a section where I have all the extra papers that come with the planner. Every planner comes with a today worksheet if you need to add in today pages like this. It comes with the meal planning if you need to add in meal planning, and then it has blank paper, grid paper, dot grid paper, and lined paper that all come behind the last tab. So as long as I'm home, that's usually when I do my planning anyway. When I actually plan, I am at home, because I do not carry this big, huge iPad with me, because this is a 12.9 version, and there's no way. And if I'm going somewhere where I know I'm going to be there for like hours, then maybe I'll take it with me if I'm working, because I do all of my work pretty much on this iPad. So it just makes sense for me to have my planner on this iPad also. When I am here working in my planner, I can pull this to the side and bring up something else that I may be working on at the time. Now, my projects and my brain dump info have all gone here into Trello. And I can sit down on the computer, or I can be here on the iPad or on my phone. If I think of something off the top of my head that needs to be done, I have a little button that just add a task to Trello that I just pop on my phone, and I add it in real quick before it leaves my mind. And then that way I know I have one central location where I'm putting anything and everything that comes to my mind that needs to be done. So, but I have my Trello set up in a particular way. See, in my planner, I don't keep like collections and that type of thing. I stopped doing that quite a while back because I moved a lot of things into Google Keep, and then I'm also using this. And this is new. I've just started this in the past month. But I have different boards. I have a board for all tasks. I have a board for content, and I have a board for crochet. And so those are my starred ones. But then I have all of these down here also. So under my task, I have, you know, just my personal inbox. That's where like any kind of to-do around the house, that type of thing goes in there. My work inbox, anything having to do with work goes in there. I have projects, and those are more the long-term things that I'm working on. Then I set up a separate one for the things that are in progress. And then I have one here for everything that's been completed. Because once something goes here into this completed column, I have it set up through if this, then that. Anything that goes in here automatically gets sent over to OneNote to be archived. So that is how I am keeping track of like collection type information and projects and just everyday tasks that need to be added there, or something that I don't want to forget. So when I'm looking at a day or a week, I can go through my inboxes and see, okay, what do I need to add to this week on my planner that I want to focus on? That just makes sense. I still use Google Keep because it is easier to have my grocery list in there and a couple of other lists like or information that I need to just copy and paste when I'm using my phone especially. So I have some particular like hashtags, that type of thing, that I like to use on Instagram. It's much easier just to copy and paste that from Google Keep, and that's kind of what I've been using that for. The grocery list is great because I just collaborate with my husband, and then that way he can add things to the grocery list. And I don't have to keep, you know, asking him what we need from the store. He can just add it right to the list, or he doesn't have to text me 25 times while I'm in the grocery store to let me know what he wants. So this is where my planning is happening right now. And it stays home. Now, let's see. I do have, you know, I keep this to the side. I have a lot of things that I keep to the side, but this is just extra. And here is my August Daisy Dory insert that is just ready to go. I kind of did my tabs and my little decorating so far, and I'm just going to be doing it a little bit differently, more like the way I do a traditional bullet journal is the way that I'm going to do this, with pretty much one page per day, and just keeping notes that way in here. Because I do not, it was nice to have this grid section for a timetable, but I really don't need that because I'm doing that in the iPad, and I'm trying to get rid of any duplication that I'm doing with my planning. So this is just going to be a whole day, and I'm going to do it the way that I was doing it in my journal, my book bullet journal, where I just put anything and everything on the daily page. Like pictures, anything. If maybe I put a picture of something that I'm working on, and I plan on doing that here. So I just have a daily record of what's going on. And then these are all going to be archived. I did save myself some pages to do art journaling, to add that in. And I did keep the middle section for work the way that I had it before. And I'm going to add, or this calendar, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a doodle challenge here, or if I'm going to use it just as a regular calendar spread. This does have a calendar, but it's so small. But it can be used. It's not too bad. So I'm still thinking about that. I have another week to figure out what I want to do with that. So that is for next month. And I'm just storing it in there until I'm ready to put it in my book. So that is what I am doing for One Book July. I I think I'm doing pretty well not using my Hobonichi Weeks. It makes me sad because I love it. I love that Weeks. But whenever something just kind of really wrecks your whole planning system, it's not worth it to keep doing it. It just really isn't. And this works. I have so many inserts this size that I need to use. And it's a good size. And this planner here actually feels so good in my hands. I love it. I love the way the leather feels. And it's just perfect. And I don't like overstuffing it because I want to have a good grip on it. If that makes any sense. I like the way it feels just at that level. Maybe even a little thinner. So it'll be thinner when this book comes out, because for some reason this book got really, really thick. And the August book hopefully won't be quite so thick. And if I wanted, I could just stick my phone in here also and just go. I don't even have to carry my purse. So that's it, you guys. If you have any questions, just let me know below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.